So originally today I was going to make another little selfie video blogger diary thing for the Blogpreneur blogger series. So I woke up and I was going to do my hair and do my makeup and get dressed up and deliver a video that was super energetic and tons of fun and the way that I try and be when I'm trying to act a certain way. And just to continue getting over my fear of speaking to selfie video cameras, I decided that I would just randomly talk to a camera while I checked emails and sat and waited for my hair to curl. And then I decided that, it's unpolished and imperfect, and I'm going to upload it just to get over my fear of being imperfect. And then I uploaded that video to Facebook and realized the video and the audio are completely out of sync. And so not only is the video imperfect and boring and shitty, it's not even synced up with how I'm speaking. So then I started to stress. Then I started deleting it and I started trying to fix it and commenting on how frustrated I was that it wasn't working. And that was when I think I realized the biggest lesson that arguably the universe wanted to teach me today is, where did we decide that everything that we create has to be perfect? And I didn't have a message that I wanted to share with my blogpreneur audience when I first decided I was going to make a video this morning. But I think that in the debacle that's been putting up this video today, I realized that the message is, stop thinking that things need to be perfect. We don't do things because we're terrified that someone somewhere is going to look at it and say, well, her hair wasn't done, or her makeup wasn't done, or she wasn't dressed a certain way, and, the voice didn't sync up with her audio, and, she shouldn't be doing that. But it's those people that aren't doing it themselves. It's those people that are afraid to take those steps and be wrong and be imperfect, and then they're not creating anything at all. So I decided not to get dressed for this video, and I decided not to finish doing my makeup, and I decided not to take my hair out of the pin curls that it's tucked up in right now, because this video is about exactly the lesson that I just learned this morning. Creating things is not about knowing what you're doing right off the bat. It's not about it being polished and perfect, because if you're doing something for the first time, you don't know how to make it polished and perfect. And let's be honest, even when you're doing something for the 100th time, I just hit my dining room table and it shook the camera. Even when you're doing something for the 100th time, there's still a possibility it's not going to be polished and perfect. And depending on how good the speakers are on my MacBook, you can hear the drilling that's happening in the condo below me. And I just hit the dining room table and shook my laptop. So it's about not being afraid to be imperfect. It's about not being afraid to make mistakes. It's about not being afraid to let other people know that something matters to you more than the potential of being rejected for having the courage to do it. So I might make another video later today that's all high energy and exciting and like, come to my Blogpreneur workshop series and it's going to be great. It's going to change your life. And I might do that. But right now, this video is just about being real, and it's about being unafraid to be real and imperfect, because there's a lot of perfectly perfect people out there that hate the fact that they have to hide everything that makes them real human beings. And I know, because I used to be one. So I'm not watching the time that it took me to make this video, and whether it's too long and whether it's boring and whether it's imperfect or the audio is synced or not. This video is the lesson that I learned this morning in, it's going to be imperfect, and yes, it might not be polished, and there might be someone watching this right now scoffing, saying, who does she think she is, speaking to a camera for the last 4 minutes and 32 seconds about God knows what. But that's okay, and that's what the Blogpreneur Workshop series is about. It's about being afraid to do things, and it's about being afraid of being ridiculed, and it's about being afraid of being imperfect. It's being afraid of screwing up words talking to a computer right now, and that's okay. That's what this is about. And thank you, iPhoto, movie, book, phone, something, whatever the audio sync issue was this morning, for making me realize that I'm okay with being imperfect. And that's the lesson that I want to share with everyone coming to the workshops next week is I'm okay with you guys being imperfect too. And yeah, at some point later today, I'll probably take my hair out of curls and get dressed up and do something fun. But until then, I'm just going to continue being unpolished and raw and imperfect because that's okay. I'm going to go make coffee. At least I know how to turn off the video here. Yay!